Mm. Hope you have enjoyed the meditation. Lot of noise outside, but you have to maintain peace inside. No? Mm. Chadra, where is this program going on? In the freedom part? But it, as if it comes from this side. We are hearing sound from this side, this side. Okay. Can anybody go and request them that up to 11:30, if they can be little quiet, they can shout after 11:30. Anyway, their march has not come. They are just singing. Anybody, any upasaka? Gopalva. Okay. Today is a very special day. It is declared as World Meditation Day, yeah, by the United Nations. So today all over the world, they are popularizing meditation. So World Meditation Day. So we are also doing this meditation together, sitting together. So on this day, you can see how this world runs. Somebody is doing meditation, somebody is listening to Dhamma, somebody is working, somebody is earning money, somebody is spending money, and somebody is making noise. That means they are demanding something. If you see all these things, there is one thing clear. Some struggle is going to get something. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Something is going on to have something or not to have something. Struggle to have, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. Or some struggle, I don't want this, I don't want this. In some places, wars are going on, bombings are going on, burnings are going on. The Lord Buddha tells now, he says, this world is burning with the fire of greed. Ultimately, it is the fire of greed, the fire of hatred, the fire of ignorance. So this world is burning, burning. One common, if you see one common intention behind all this is to come out of some problem, to come out of some suffering. Intention is there to come out of suffering. But what people are doing is to get into suffering. There is intention, oh, I want to be out of suffering. Some kind of problem, this and that. But then instead of getting out of the problem, they jump into the problem, more into the problem, from frying pan to fire. Now, for example, this problem here, they are demanding this and that and so many things. There is already some dukkha. Now they will give such anger and ferocious speech and instigate and So even more and more anger, more and more fire, so more and more dukkha. And by some means, some solution, something may come little bit half sword or something. And after that, again after a few days, one more. We see this so often here, isn't it? So this is called the fire of raga aggi, dosa aggi, moha aggi, the fire of greed, fire of hatred, fire of ignorance. This is struggle, struggle, struggle for existence. So if we look at our mind little deeply, then this noise is going on inside also. This is not just outside phenomenon. Inside also equally going on. Struggle is going on. What is that struggle? Oh, I don't want this, I don't want this. Something is here, I don't want this. Or something is not there, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. Struggle, struggle, struggle. So watching this is also in a way very interesting. Struggle, struggle, struggle. That is the nature. Struggle for existence, struggle for this existence or struggle for that existence, something for existence. That's why Lord Buddha, after his enlightenment, the very first words of the supremely enlightened Buddha are Aneka Jati Samsarang Sandhavisang Anibhisang Gahakarakang Gave Santo Dukkha Jati Punapunang. So Lord Buddha, just after enlightenment, these words of inspiration come from Lord Buddha's holy lips, that Aneka Jati Samsarang, many, many lives in this samsara, Sandha Visang Anibhisang, have been running, running, running without achieving the goal. Gahakarakang Gave Santo, in search of Gahakaraka, the house builder, the house of dukkha, house of this panchakanda. Who is that who is creating this dukkha? Searching the solution, but aimlessly. But every time what I got? Dukkha jati punapunang. So the search was to end dukkha, but always falling back into dukkha. Isn't it? That is what is happening, no? But now he says, now I have seen, O house builder, I have seen you. I have destroyed the pillar of the house, rafters of the house, everything. The craving behind that I have removed. Tanhanang khaya majjaga. That has been totally erased, removed. So that is how the real peace of Nibbana is achieved. So give a thought to this struggle, struggle, struggle. Every day struggle. That is our life. We have to do some struggle for existence. We have to work, we have to earn money, but do with peaceful mind, do with understanding. We have to do, it's not that you sit quiet and do nothing, no. We have to work, we have to earn. If you have capacity, earn nicely, spend nicely for doing punya. Do a lot of punya. Huh? So let that struggle turn into struggle to do the punya, the struggle to purify the mind. Huh? Anyway, struggle is there, then why not use that struggle to purify the mind, to change our mind, to give even little bit more purpose to that struggle, isn't it? So we can do no. So these are some of the uh, words that we hear now and then from the Lord Buddha, but the Buddha's teachings are contained in Tripitaka. Today I wanted to tell you a little bit about Tripitaka and play a video. We had a Tripitaka chanting under the holy Bodhi tree in Buddha Gaya for 10 days from 2 to 12 December this month. So it was a very, very successful program. And many of you have participated by giving donation, by coming to, some of you coming to Buddha Gaya, and some of you watching online or in whatever way you have participated. So this holy Tripitaka, what is this Tripitaka? Tripitaka is Lord Buddha's teachings. You know, Lord Buddha has given teachings for 45 years. His teaching started with first sutta called Dhammacakka Pavattana Sutta. Dhammacakka Pavattana, the wheel of Dhamma, he has set in motion. That you have heard, that you have read. Huh? Dhammacakka book is there, no? In English we have, Kannada we have Dhammacakka Pavattana Sutta. So that it started with that and ended with Mahaparinibbana Sutta. In Mahaparinibbana Sutta we see many, many teachings. Last days of the Buddha. Andadani Bhikkhavevo Amantayami Vayadhamma Sankara Appamadena Sampadeta. That was the last word of the Buddha. He comes to Kushinagar at the age of 80. Already 3 months before he had announced on Vaishaka Purnima day, in the last watch of the night, I will enter into Mahaparinibbana. The Lord Buddha had made already clear determination. So accordingly, he travels, he walks and comes to Kushinagar. And on this Vaishaka Purnima day, as the night passes, Lord Buddha has been giving teachings after teachings after teachings till the middle of the night, and then even the last moment one person, Subhadra, comes and he asks questions, and even his doubts were cleared, who becomes the last disciple of the Buddha. Even at just before Mahaparinibbana, Lord Buddha did this mission of compassion, helping so many people. So then it was the last watch of the night, and Lord Buddha peacefully enters into meditation. Meditation, that also stage by stage, all the jhanas, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, then four arupa jhanas. Akasananchayatana, Vinyananchayatana, Akinchanyayatana, Neva Sanya Nasanyayatana. And then he enters into Nirodha Samapatti. Nirodha Samapatti is experiencing Nibbana here and now. Still as living Arhants, Buddhas, they can enter into Nirodha Samapatti and stay there, be in that Nibbana, Nibbanic bliss, Nibbana Dhatu. So Lord Buddha entered into Nirodha Samapatti, and then some of the disciples thought, oh, Lord Buddha is now entered into Mahaparinibbana. But Anuruddha Bante, who was very, very um, specialized in these stages, he saw through his Dibba Chakku that Lord Buddha is in Nirodha Samapatti, and he says, oh no, Lord Buddha is still in Nirodha Samapatti, not yet entered into Mahaparinibbana. Peacefully enjoying, look at the state of the mind, huh? And then Lord Buddha comes out of that, again 8th jhana, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like that, one by one descending. And again from first jhana, he enters into second jhana. These are very deep states of mind. Third jhana, fourth jhana. And in that fourth jhana, peacefully, he passes away into Mahaparinibbana. That is what kind of total mastery over the mind. Supporting, helping oneself to enter into such great state of Nibbana. So then after that, then after Mahaparinibbana, of course, the monks, there were monks who were enlightened, they were very peaceful. Those who were not enlightened, they started crying, and so many lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of people were there who were crying and lamenting and like that. So it took 1 week for people after the great demise. Then it was informed to the Malla kings, and these Mallas of Kushinagar, they started preparation. They asked how to be treated to Lord Buddha's body. Already Ananda Bhante had asked Lord Buddha how to treat the Lord Buddha's body, and accordingly Lord Buddha tells it should be treated like the same way as the Chakravarti. How you cremate a Chakravarti Maharaja, like that. And he asks how it has to be done. So the Buddha explains how respectfully covering the body with the 500 fine clothes and this and that and perfume and this. So that is how it is done to the Chakravarti Maharaja. And this lay people have to do. So that is what Ananda Bhante explains to these Malla kings. So accordingly they organized, and there was a huge procession. Earlier they wanted to cremate after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but thousands and lakhs of people coming and taking last darshan, they postponed and postponed and postponed. And so in this 7th day, so the Lord Buddha's body was taken on procession in Kushinagar, and people, human beings, devatas, offered flowers and perfumes and everything like that. Even one lady called Mallika, she was the wife of one army general who had passed away. She had a very, very, very expensive shawl studded with diamonds. Only 3 shawls existed, such kind of shawls in those days in the world, they said. One with Mallika, one with Vishakha Amma, another with one dacoit, one he had managed that this one. Only 3 pieces. So she washed it and made it very beautiful with perfumes. So she puts that on Lord Buddha's body, fully gems shining. And of course, Lord Buddha's body was outshining everything. And that is how the procession goes. And they keep on the pyre, but they are not able to lit the fire. Why? Because Mahakassapa Bhante had not yet come. Sariputta Bhante, Moggallana Bhante, 2 chief disciples, they had already passed away 6 months earlier. So now Mahakassapa Bhante is the senior most. Till he comes, it is not going to happen. So Kassapa Bhante was coming with 500 disciples. As it was very hot day in the afternoon, they rested. And when they rested, on the way, they saw people coming on the opposite direction from Kushinara to Pava. And these people, some ascetics, they were holding these very special flowers. Looking at that flower, Kassapa Bhante knew, oh, something very extraordinary has happened. That is Mahaparinibbana. Because these flowers are offered by Devatas on birth of the Buddha, enlightenment of the Buddha, Dhammacakka day of the Buddha, and Mahaparinibbana. So they asked, oh, from where are you coming? They said, we are coming from such and such place, Kushinagar. Lord Buddha has passed away. So these 500 disciples who were not arahants, they started crying and crying. In fact, Kassapa Bhante knew it, but he wanted to make known to the disciples, because many of these disciples had not seen Lord Buddha. They had become disciples under Kassapa Bhanteji, Mahakassapa Bhante, but they had not seen. So Mahakassapa Bhante did not want them to be shocked arriving in Kushinagara and seeing directly that Lord Buddha is entered already into Mahaparinibbana. So he wanted these people to tell so that already they hear about it. So when these disciples were crying, in that there was one disciple called Subhadra. He said, oh, friends, don't cry, don't lament. Now this Mahasamana, Buddha has gone. Now we can do anything we wish. He was very tough on us, saying, oh, do this, don't do this, putting this rule, putting that rule. Now we are liberated. We can do what we like. Like that, he said. He was old monk. He has become monk in his old age. He was a barber, and he saw that I have to struggle so much to earn little money, and here are these monks, they get very good food. Why should I not become monk? Like that, he had become monk. And one day when Buddha had come to Pava, at that time he had asked a lot of ration and other things and cooked food for Buddha. That kind of offering is a not correct offering. The Lord Buddha had rejected. No, that is not the way how monks should get the food. Monks should get the food by dana. People offering dana by faith. So that grudge he had kept in his mind. Oh, Buddha, Lord Buddha has insulted me. He has not accepted my food. It was not suitable, you see, in the name of Buddha collecting this and that and making. So that is why he was not fond of Lord Buddha. He was monk only for the sake of getting food and other things. So when Lord Buddha passed away, he was happy that he said, oh, we can do what we like. So these words had uh, entered into the ears of Mahakassapa Bhante, and he thought, oh, even before Lord Buddha's cremation, if such people are there and saying like this, then what will happen to Lord Buddha's teachings, Buddha Shasana and the Sangha? Something has to be done. So anyway, now let us do this cremation part. Like that, Kassapa Bhante comes there, and all the monks and lakhs of people are waiting. And as he comes with 500 disciples, with full of Shraddha, he pays homage at the feet of the Buddha. The Lord Buddha's body was covered with 500 fine silken clothes. But when Kassapa Bhante did namaskara at his feet, automatically these cloths were removed on the feet. The Lord Buddha's feet with chakra exposed. And Kassapa Bhante paid homage, so also these 500 monks. Then Kassapa Bhante went the other side, again paid homage on the head side, on this side, all the four sides, 3 rounds. He went and paid homage. And then once he had paid homage, the final, and then automatically fire started burning the Lord Buddha's body. So after that, the holy relics were formed, and then it was made into 8 parts, and 8 kings took it. It's a very, very, very extraordinary incident, how these relics went, and 8 stupas were built by kings. Now, Kassapa Bhante, what he did was, he organized Sangayana. He told Ajatashatru, the king of Magadha, to organize. So accordingly, he organized in Sattaparni cave near Rajagraha, 500 arhants gathered there. They took Varshavasa there under Mahakassapa Bhanteji. So they prepared, and after preparation, in the month of August, they started chanting. Mahakassapa Bhante, as president, invited Upali Bhante, and he told him to recite section by section Vinaya Pitaka. And after the Vinaya Pitaka, Dhamma was chanted. For that, Ananda Bhante was invited, and he was asked section by section, section by section. So he recited Tiga Nikaya, Majjhima, Samyutta Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya. And then he had recited Matika. Matika is what we call Abhidhamma. And then Khuddaka Nikaya. So Dhamma contains Sutta Pitaka and Abhidhamma Pitaka. So that is how it was recited. The entire Tripitaka was recited, and all these 500 arhants are Patisambhida Jnana Arhant. Everybody has by memory the entire teaching of Lord Buddha. Nobody has even confusion with one small word, not even one word difference, not even one word confusion, one word debated. So perfect understanding of all the 500 Arhant monks. And as they recited, then they said, this is the teaching of the Buddha. Nobody can add any word, nobody can remove any word. Lord Buddha had in fact told the monks, oh dear monks, if you want, you can change minor rules in the Vinaya. But in this Sanghayana, they said, what is minor rule? Everything that is uttered by Lord Buddha is so precious. It is path to enlightenment. So who can change it? So they said nothing to be changed. It will remain as it is. So that is how this Tripitaka, which was recited in the first Sanghayana, has been kept alive after 100 years. Second Sanghayana, the same Tripitaka was recited. After 250 years during Ashok Maharaja's time, the third Sanghayana was held. Again it was recited. Each time making it more strong, solid, bhadra. Huh? People wanted to mix and this and that and interpret, but it was very made stable. In fourth Sanghayana in Sri Lanka, it was written first time. And fifth Sanghayana in Burma, it was written on stones in 1870, 1880, like that. In sixth Sanghayana, 1956, where our Bada Banteji also participated, for the first time it was printed, entire Tripitaka, entire Atthakatha, entire Tika. It was brought in the form of print in modern books. So like that, 6 Sanghayanas have happened, and this Tripitaka is protected. So are we not lucky? How much of pain the monks have taken to protect it, to learn, to by heart. Even today there are Tripitaka Dharas who have memorized entire Tripitaka. Okay, so that Tripitaka is in Pali language, and that, to make it live, it is recited. So since 20 years, it has been made a regular program under the Holy Bodhi tree. It was started by one lady called Wangmo Dikshi. She is Tibetan, but she has, her father has advised her work for this Tripitaka, and then that is how she met monks, and with the advice of the monks, she started organizing this with 250 people 20 years back. Now it has grown and grown and grown. Now 20,000 people had gathered there in Buddha Gaya. And every 2 years, one country organizes. So this year and coming year, it is India as chief organizer. And in India, Maha Bodhi Society had been one of the partners of 17 organizations from all over India who came forward. We also, with your support, joined this in organizing. So this was organized in a very beautiful way, and we will just watch 10 minutes video so that most of you who have not come can also enjoy. Sanjay, लगाएगा? But better you close little bit curtains so that you can see more clearly. The light, we focus light off karo. So this was it is a 10 minutes video. हाँ? बनते लोग, आप लोग भी देखना मांगता है ना, बुद्ध गया जाना मांगता है, तो हम लोग देखेंगे इधर. हाँ, Buddha Gaya is such a beautiful holy place. Please don't miss to visit at least one time in your life.